This content is presented to expand your understanding of possible solutions, but is not a substitute for legal or financial guidance. It should not be considered a recommendation for a specific product or a plan of action. Individuals will have to have different assets, sources of income, family structures, and needs that must be factored into any plan for long-term care. Refer to the original worksheets prepared during earlier units to examine the assets and income which can be used to pay for long-term care. Once you have identified the expenses that are not covered by current sources of income, a family or individuals may need to explore potential ways to provide additional revenue. Information provided in this presentation is current, however, each of the options identified may be impacted by public policy, economic factors, and new financial services. Individuals are advised to visit with appropriate agencies to obtain the most current information. Medicare has limited benefits for long-term care. An individual can utilize the coverage following a minimum of a 3-day hospital stay. In other words, this benefit is designed to be used for convalescent care. Co-pays, which occur on day 21, are often covered under the individual's Medigap, which is the supplemental health care plan. For care at home following an illness, Medicare will pay for home health care if it is reasonable and necessary for recovery. Assistance with the average daily life activities such as bathing, dressing, using the bathroom is not covered under Medicare, and Medigap discontinued this benefit beginning with policies that were issued after 2009. Veterans benefits are available to a limited number of individuals. They must be enrolled in the Veterans Health Care Program. These medical necessary services include home care, hospice, respite care, assisted living, domicile care, geriatric assessments, and nursing home care. Veterans with services-connected disabilities have priority for health care enrollment. Limits to funding from Congress for this service have forced the health care program to limit enrollment of individuals without disabilities to those with low income or individuals who receive pensions for their services. States can receive funds to build a veterans home and a daily stipend for individuals who use the service. The home may provide nursing home care, assisted living, domicile care, and daycare. Some benefits are available for the spouse as well as the veteran. Most veteran homes are privately operated and have a waiting list of individuals seeking acceptance into their program. The cost of services is not free but is reduced. Veterans may also qualify for a pension if their health is being impacted by a disability or disease which was the result of their time spent in service. The disability did not have to be present when they left the service. Medicaid or Title 19 is a joint federal and state program which will pay for long-term care expenses. To qualify, an individual must spend down their personal assets to $2,000 or less. The home or personal residence of a person is not included in the asset list. A checking account, savings account, stocks, bonds, CDs, mutual funds, revocable trusts, cash value of life insurance, IRAs, and real estate other than the home are considered assets. A spouse has a right to retain their own income and half of jointly held property or income. A spouse at home may retain their income and part of the income of their spouse who is in a nursing home care up to the total income of $2,898. This amount is adjusted annually for inflation. These are 2013 figures that are quoted. Medicaid clients in nursing homes care are allowed to retain $50 of their income for personal care. The remaining amount is used to reduce the cost of care. In addition to future income, states have the right to exercise a look-back and can claim property or its equivalent value if it is gifted during a 5-year period prior to applying for Medicaid. They also will pursue future income or inheritance to recoup healthcare costs already paid. You are encouraged to visit the web-based sites of each service program to be informed of changes and determine eligibility for benefits.